Yes? You may ask. We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the handmaidens. I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true. That is not entirely correct. There are times I am, perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts. There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is... To the Ichani, battle is a means of communication. It is an art, in the truest sense of the word. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion. Yes, the methods you use to meet your opponents speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength. It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Red. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the... I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it. Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other. But to say that seems an untruth, based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others, but there is still choice. If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing, and I refuse to believe that is true. Yes? I am training, so that if danger that, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel... You may ask.
General? I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to... Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean? I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it, but Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my... All I wanted to do was send a message, but I couldn't even do that right. That's the past, though. It's good to be working with you. Something else I can help you with? I didn't want to talk. Why did you... The war went poorly before Revan and the Jedi lent aid to the Republic. Many of us believed the Jedi to be cowards who were... I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attack. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were... I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. Do you know how it felt? It's always on my mind now. That loss of control. I just needed to get that. Was there something you wanted me for? I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one. I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else
Statement. Master, if you could indulge me for a moment, I must express... Perhaps my anticipation of working with one who served at Malachor 5 was too high. But you are countering all those expectations. Statement. Well, all your behavior up to this point suggests either strong atonement or confirmation that the atrocities attributed to you during the war were in fact accidents. Statement. I suspected as much, Master. There are few who would discuss such things with an assassination droid, and that is perfectly understandable. You are right to remain silent about your past. I have seen the damage that repressing such things brings, and it is... Answer. Why, no, Master. I have no intention of attacking you or... Answer. Why? Because your actions then and now are related, and I feel I need some context. I confess to being somewhat needy that way. Statement. Sometimes, Master, it is difficult for meatbags to step back and gain some perspective on death and its importance. Explanation. You see, Master, assassination is such a versatile tool. I have seen the removal of a single target have far-reaching consequences for a nation. The repercussions of even the smallest lives, whether dead or alive, can have profound implications on history. Statement. Why your own life, Master? Your single life changed the face of the galaxy, of history itself. Malachor 5 was an impressive act of destruction, but its impact on the lives of others in the galaxy was far more extreme. I mean, Master, you brought about the death of the Mandalorian race. I doubt they realize it yet, but you dealt them a blow from which they will never... Retort. Oh, Master, I am attempting to justify nothing, merely making an observation. Nothing would change the fact that I derive I was only trying to bring death, and it...
Yes? Very well. What is it that drives you? I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us. It seems the force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the force to heal or a powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its very well. She did nothing to your eyes that was not all. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes. Feel this ship around you. Listen to my words. Hear the sound of the handmaidens training in the cargo hold, her hands cutting the air. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work. Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive. Ignore distractions and focus on my voice. The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and
you are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned. That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not, because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is... Now leave me be. I must rest.
Yeah, something wrong? More grenade? Yeah, something... More grenade? Yeah, something wrong. Go ahead and ask. It's all this traveling, being trapped in the ship. Everything's just too quiet. I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it. Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity, aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive. Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it. No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. I already know Nar Shaddaa better than you ever will. Yeah, something. God. It's all. Yeah. Well, it's got a. No arguments here. Still, as long as you accept it, the place isn't. Yeah? Didn't think I'd hear a Jedi ever refer to Nar Shaddaa like that. Yeah, right. Save the philosophy for some Padawan. No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. I already know Nar Shaddaa better than you ever will.
My life for... I will answer. My life. My master did not cause the end of the... There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the... Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. They believe you are the last of the Jedi.
Something up? All right.
No, I don't think we're ready for that.
Sounds good to me. Something up? Sound...
you